Where do I get my ideas from? Any particular kind of question. So I want to answer that right now because I have got a lot of questions and I'm seriously not able to reply to all of them via text messages. So I've been getting this question again and again on my Instagram DMs that what kind of software I'm using for creating multiple stories, Instagram stories, and having images, videos all together, creating bunch of them in short little time. So I'm not using anything crazy, guys. I have been saying this quite a lot of times in the past as well. I have a couple of videos as well for that, which I have mentioned earlier. Hey guys, I guess if you're watching this video, probably you want to ask me that how do I create videos, what kind of softwares or applications I'm using for editing my videos, where do I get my ideas from, any particular kind of question. So I want to answer that right now because I have got a lot of questions and I'm seriously not able to reply to all of them via text messages, alright, because people are approaching me with that question through various mediums like emails, Facebook messengers, WhatsApp at times. I mean, that's the personal space for me, so I don't reply on WhatsApp obviously. Then I also get Instagram DMs, right? And I just wanted to make sure, by the way, I'm actually making my protein shake. I just left my gym right now and I just wanted to make it clear that it's all natural. I don't have any script. I don't have any fixed ideas for softwares. I don't have any applications which are fixed in my mind that yes, I'm gonna edit it through this application only. Alright, what I have is, honestly, this is from the bottom of my heart, guys. Trust me, whatever I'm doing, it's the natural flow, alright? So I have been asked this question a lot of times, and on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, everywhere. People ask me that what tools are you using for editing purpose since past couple of months. So I've decided to finally tell it to everybody that I'm not using anything fancy. It's plain and simple, a couple of tools on my mobile apps. A couple of them are on my laptop and nothing else. Good morning. Other than that, I'm not using any other tools. Like it's plain and simple iMovie. So I'm just into the office right now and just let me tell you. So it's the iMovie which I use on my MacBook. A couple of times, if it is a short little clip, I'll be using that one thing on my mobile app as well on my iPhone. So yes, the devices which I'm using is iPhone 7 Plus and a MacBook Air. That's it. Right, no fancy softwares. So on my MacBook, if I talk about the tools, I have two. I have Camtasia, I have iMovie, and on mobile phone I have like around, if I'm not mistaken, it will be somewhere around 100 plus applications just for the photo and video editors. Now they are not fixed. I don't know all the apps. What I do is every single day I go into my app store. Now I'm not sure whether it would work on Google Play Store or not because I don't have a Google phone right now. I don't have an Android phone right now. So earlier I used to have that Android phone MI on which I used to do a couple of things, but not that much. I'm into video production since past 1.5 years now, so I'm using this iPhone for that. And for a couple of iOS apps, I'll just put up the pictures right over here in a second, so you can just watch all of them. If probably not, they would be right over here, all the screenshots as you can see right over here. So these are the ones which I'm using, not little fancy. So it's all in my head. It's all in my head. It's all the creativity which flows. And once again, I'm telling you, it's just the flow, it's just the process which at a point in time I have in my head. So it's nothing crazy. I don't have any fixed ideas. Maybe I might be taking shower, I might get an idea. That idea would then come into picture. I might have several things, multiple things at a time in my mind. Let's say if I'm gonna take somebody's interview on YouTube, then I'm gonna be purposing that on Instagram stories. I'm gonna be purposing that on Instagram posts, videos, everywhere. All right. So it doesn't have to be like fancy. It's plain and simple in my head. And then the apps and softwares, if I tell you again, then they are the mobile apps. I'm using an iPhone 7 Plus through which I record, and I have been using all the apps. Now, how do I find new apps? I simply every single day, or maybe twice or thrice a week, go into my app stores, look into the top apps in all the categories, most of the times in photo and video category, and I just install them, use them. And the apps which I like the most, I upgrade them. I upgrade them to Pro, because then in the Pro level I get all the features. So that's how I use, alright, that's how I use a couple of mobile apps, iOS apps like InShot, Pick, Play, Post, and things like that. I just use them every single day, so I don't have a fixed flow. Now if you tell me, if you ask me how do you create this kind of Instagram story, if you ask me a specific Instagram story to create through Pick, Play, Post, I might not have any idea. The stories which I create, the posts which I create, at a time I don't have anything. It's just in my head. As I start creating them, I get new ideas. I might just tweak around, and I just learn the software. I learn the application, and then I apply. That's it. Alright. It's a plain and simple process. So that's how I do. That's my answer when people ask me what should I do or what do I use when it comes to apps and softwares for my editing purpose.